Want to learn how to use Git? A highly valued skill in the job market that helps to organize the development workflow? Check out this video starting from the basics. So, do you already know what Git is? In short, Git is a version control system. For example, let's say you have a program on your computer and you sent a copy of the code files to be stored by Git. When you update your code, you will not only have saved different versions of the code, but also details of what was added or removed in each version. Git is different from other version control systems, but do you know how? There are other version control systems, such as Subversion, where there is a single centralized repository where all changes are made and stored. Developers need to connect to this repository to save changes and obtain updates. This makes the work more centralized, and if the central repository is inaccessible, it is not possible to make changes or obtain updates. In Git, each developer has a full copy of the project's history on their local machine. This means that each developer can work offline and make changes without needing access to a central server. Git is amazing, right? The three main sections of a Git project. A Git project has three main sections: the working directory, the staging area, and the Git directory. The working directory is the local folder where you are working on your project. It's where you make modifications to your files and then use Git commands to add those changes to the stage and eventually save the changes in the repository. The staging area is an intermediate space where the changes that you made to your files in the working directory are prepared to be saved in the repository. It's a kind of preparation area where you can review and select which changes should be included. The .git directory is the folder where all the Git versioning information is stored. It contains information such as the change history, development branches, and other repository settings. Think of your code folder as the working directory. You send your code or the changes you made to an area called staging area that you can review, and when you decide that everything is ready, you can include it in the repository. By the way, you can also go back to a previous version or recreate some file from the repository to your working directory. And optionally, you can send it to a code hosting server like GitHub. Pretty interesting, right? Want to put this knowledge into practice? Check out the next videos and understand more about Git.